today, this episode, we will be having our reaction video about the movie that we watched earlier, which is entitled The Life of Pi. So, in this video, we were going to express our reaction, our feelings towards the story, and I hope that you will learn something in this video. So, what can you say, or what are the scenes that you relate or na-touch Tita Hayo sa story?
So, for me, the Pi's character itself embodies the whole idea of survival. So, all people go through different adversities, and we, most of the time, it something na painful one or grabe ka hard ang mga adversity na they encounter. But no matter what, we should learn how to survive or overcome that hardship.
Yes.
About what Jeremy said, diba? And as I watched the film entitled The Life of Pi, I was really amazed of him because even if he was a little child, but he was encountered a hardship and not sort of a we can say that easy experience that he was felt that time. But in the middle of the day, as I watched in the film, I felt so sad, and sometimes I can really feel his own experience in the middle of the sea, diba? We are all witnessed in the middle of the sea how he was struggle in the middle of the sea. And as I can say of him, or in his own character, no matter how hard or difficult the hardship that he was experienced, but he was still stand in his own in order to survive. And one thing that I've learned of him is that he was really learn how to be strong enough.
Yes.
No matter what happened, there's a hope.
Yes.
And in life we have different kind of problems, diba? And we should take courage and hope every day to face the reality of what we have been through.
For me, there is this one scene that I relate to. When Pi lost his company in the boat and he was separated to them. He experienced struggles in the middle of the sea by his own, and not knowing that he was with a zebra and a tiger, not knowing that tiger was hiding under that boat, and Pi was actually struggled to survive because tiger was a very hard animal to tame on, right?
Yes.
And despite of that, Pi actually learned to communicate with the tiger in order to stay with the boat, right? He cannot stay away from the boat and live on his own, like separated from the boat means there is no good, right? There's no food. I mean, you can catch fish, but not at all times. But when he actually been to that island where it's kind of isolated, he learned that the island was actually carnivorous, and it's separated or isolated by the human and has been in touch with the human. That's why he found out that the island was actually dangerous, and so he instead he was planning to leave the tiger, but actually he was planning on carrying it with him because he actually has deep connection with the tiger because they shared a lot of problems in the sea, right?
Yes.
And fortunately, they came to the seashore, and they the people actually help them.
So for me, in my part, there's a scene in the movie that I was really touched. Something like katong naa sa just a storm, katong ito the mga storm na na-experience niya. I was really touched watching that scene because I can say that there's really something in that there's really something to Pai that God really wants him to experience those challenges, difficulties in his life. Maybe because I can say that he's really in something that his faith is really, di jud na to makuha iyang faith. Maybe God test him kung asa jud na ko to iyang faith. Kay di man jud siguro ta or most of us we will not di siguro pud si God kung ma-experience to nato kung kahibaw sa dyan nato nga ang atong mga faith is di jud parehas sa mga tao nga angayan di masukod ang atong faith kay di ba most of like just right now karon na mga generation there is a lot of temptations that we can really see bisan pag maingon ta nga kani like just how we talk about other people, just like how we see other people. I can really say that Pai was really amazed me by how he believes he's God and how he say that above all there is hope. And I was really there is really something that I can say that no matter what we experience in life, what are the challenges that we experience, there's still hope.
Yeah.
I think that story or movie is for people na doesn't have faith in God, like, or they don't believe na exist si God. So kanang that story murag niya siya nagingon ang story nga kanang I have a story that will make you believe na I God, like sa mga struggle na encounter ni bitaw ni Pai. Makita dyan yung mga grabe dyan kajang pagtuo bitaw. Yes. Kung dili nga ito kajang pagtuo, like mawat-an na siya pagkaon. Di ba there's part na kanang lawat-an na siya
nga may surrender na siya.
Og wa pud siya faith ni God, di pud to ni jata nag-overcome kung asa siya misalig sa Ginoo, di ba? So in every situation that we had or in our life, not just hope.
Yes.
No matter what, no matter how your situation difficult or how it's going, but if you have faith and trust to God, everything's gonna be fine.
Yes. So how about you? What can you say about Pai, or how will you be able to describe him as as a believer, or as or relating yourself to him, if you will be able to experience his challenges also? What will you say, or how will you be able to overcome if you will be going to experience what Pai experiences?
If I'm going to experience what he have experienced, well, I might actually have faith in God first, because God is everything, right? You can't overcome your problems if you don't trust God. So in the case of Pai, he was actually trusting God. He trusted his life, like he was about like, oh, I'm gonna die, and he was ready to give up, but then God gave him hope, and so he overcome his problems, right?
How about you guys? What are your what are the experiences that Pi encountered, how will you be able to overcome, or how will you be able to see yourself in that situation?
For me, as like what Fi in the story, we all know that we have different battle in life, diba?
So, what are your takeaways or what have you learned from the movie?
For me, the whole movie itself has a lot of lessons in it, right? First is trust God. Second is how to survive, and third is helping humanity. Because helping humanity in the last scene was seen when Pai arrived at the shore. He was alone, right? Because the tiger left him and never looked back at him. Then his race rescued him from getting dried up at the shore. Or if his race didn't rescue him, he might die then and actually never rescued. So second one is survive. It is visible that in the middle part of the movie, he encountered a lot of problems, right? And he learned to survive and learned to communicate with the tiger that was hard to tame. Yes, that was the lesson.
How about you?
For me, we are all witness about this story, diba? So, my takeaways for me is that be strong enough, no matter how the situation or the hardship that you face, diba, in real life. And because if you are strong, then you can overcome it all, diba? So, in our life, we should be strong enough to face the reality itself. Because if you are strong enough, then no matter how the trials that you have experienced, you can finally overcome it at the right time. Yeah. And second one is the let's just say, how do I say this? Pursuing your dream, no matter how hard it is, because diba, in real life we have a sort of difficulties that we have experienced, and we've been experienced struggles, and in order to achieve that certain goals in our life, so we should be open-minded at all, because
There is also a certain, in every struggle, there's also a certain direction.
and there is a certain reason nga nung hitabo na in your own life. And yeah.
And also, no matter what we do or what struggles that comes in our way, we need or we must surrender it to the Lord, because in the Bible it said na with God all things are possible. So your worries or imong mga hardship, imo na diyang i-trust ni God.
And He knows everything, di ba?
Yes.
He knows everything. Maka-give na to.
He will direct our path.
Alright, path sa atong tahapon sa atong life.
Yes. What I have also learned in the movie is, in life, there's always a lot of struggles.
And we can deny it.
And we cannot deny that. And we will going to experience different kind of struggles and challenges. But what I have also learned is that we have to be, like what she said, like we have to be strong enough, and we have to face even how much or how very difficult the challenge, because di ba na ba siya nag-ingon nga di ka hatagan o problema sa Ginoo kung di ka mo kaya. So parang, yeah, and that's really something na makaingon ko nga it's really recommended, guys. It's really recommended, the story or the movie, that you have to watch the movie because it gives you idea, or it gives you, or it helps you to learn something, that in life there's always a hope and there's always a chance to see your destination in every goal or in every dream nga atong gustong ma-achieve. There's always a direction nga ma-meet jud nato siya in the time. Di man delay ang process, but one day it will come and we will achieve it.
Worth the fight
Yes, worth ka jud ang fight sa story jud. Bisan man tong sakit sa part, or even if it's hurt for him, what mo sa siya gibalikan sa tiger. Yeah. So, to end our reaction, I hope you learn something from our reaction. I hope it also relates to you guys, na makahuna-huna po mo tanaw or mo surrender ang inyong mga struggles sa ni God, na di mo mawad anong paglaom in every challenges that we face or we encounter. So that's it. I hope we inspires you, and I hope by the story or the life of Pai also gives you an idea to watch the movie. So that's all. Thank you and
God bless.
bye!